What's up, y'all? It's your girl Venus Archangel here with another love reading for y'all. If you're unsure of your sun, moon, and rising signs, want to know what cards I'm using in the video, or interested in booking a personal reading with me, head on over to the description box below. And with all that said, let's go ahead and get started. What's going on, Aquarius? This is your girl Venus Archangel here. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so already, you know, it was nice that last week to have, or last Monday, or of the October reading, the mid-October reading, to pretty much be pretty clear. This time, it's gone back to being crazy, okay? Y'all have the Six of Wands as your underlying energy, and underneath that you have Strength. So there's a pretty difficult time here in regards to pushing yourself towards a, success. Like, there is some effort that needs to be had here to get you to that place of being, happy, or being, at least having that achievement and feeling successful in your life. Your love life specifically too. So this is all about the effort that needs to be put in. It's all about, it's all about getting to that success. Now, the heart of your reading, you guys have the Ten of Swords. So right now, you've got probably a difficult situation. Like I said before, the Strength card indicates a difficult time being had. So this is definitely a difficult time. And it's one where you're kind of, tying up loose ends. But more so than anything, it's one that kind of leaves you with experience. It leaves you with a new perspective, things to think about, ideas, etc. It's leaving you with memories and like I said, perspectives that you probably will never forget. I mean, think about it. When you have those knives stabbed in your back, will you ever forget that moment? No, it's traumatic. So this is the worst. This is one of the worst cards to get in a love life reading. But at the same time, it does have its qualities of being okay, because it also indicates that the worst is over. While considering it's in your heart of your reading, that's where you want to be. But what's keeping you there is the Queen of Pentacles, right? So, or perhaps what it is that you guys could be reaching the ending of a cycle, or like you're trying to, the worst is over, and you're really having to you're feeling more grounded in yourself. But I'm getting the sense here that there's a little bit more work involved to get you to where you are. The Queen of Pentacles is someone that's hardworking. She's very diligent and really organized. And if it's blocking the Ten of Swords, I don't honestly think that. I think there is there needs to be some things done, and really, I think there is this either there needs to be some hard work to be put into this to actually get to this, because to get to the worst is over, because there's something going on, or there needs to be a place, or there needs to be a start to having something more grounded for yourselves, to get to the ending here. Okay, let me go ahead and pull for that. Like, can I get a little more clarification with the Queen of Pentacles? There could be just like an ending in regards to being, being with a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Like, you guys could be breaking up with somebody, or that, or something, like, for some of y'all, could be ending ties with that. Yeah, okay, so what's keeping you from ending the cycle or getting to this place? Because this is what hinders you, right? And I just clarified the Queen of Pentacles. It's all about stability, support, and security. And I don't think that you feel that way, or you're trying to get to that spot, but there's just some work that needs to be done to get there, and you're not over that hump yet. So the Six of Wands being, the victory through your, through your own efforts, recognition through your own efforts, right? And underneath that, like I said before, Strength. So this is difficult. At the same time, there's still a lot of stuff that needs to be done. And in order to begin something new, you have to end it first. So there is a lot of buckling down you'll have to do right now. Okay? Now, in the past, you have the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like here, perhaps there was a lot of, investing of your time, a lot of working towards something. Six of Pentacles. Six of Cups, excuse me. there's a lot of working towards something that you probably were investing in, and your expectations were possibly to reconnect with someone, what you were putting your effort and time into was something towards the past, right? So, and it was something wonderful. This could have been a relationship of some sort. But I don't think it kind of turned out the way you were expecting, or you had your expectations a little higher than what you could bring into fruition. Now, it takes two people to tango in a relationship. If one ain't doing what they need to be doing, how are you going to be able to carry them both? And that's one of the things that I'm seeing here with the Seven of Pentacles, here with the Six of Cups. You can only do so much in a relationship. You got to do 50-50 or 100% and 100%. You can't carry both sides. So if there was some work done in a relationship that you guys were in a long time ago, or very recently that's pretty much ended, you're realizing that you put in effort that really didn't really pan out for you. Okay? And perhaps you guys were, working towards a reunion or some sort of reconnection, and you're starting to really doubt, or maybe you're starting to doubt whether that connection between you and this person was worth rekindling or worth celebrating. Okay, so the reason why I'm saying all that too is because in your present you have the Six of Swords. So you're going through a transition right now. You're leaving one phase of your life, leaving behind old, ways of being or ways of seeing things, old ways of thinking, to get you to a place where it's new, fresh, and can, bring about hope. Okay, and it's not, again, that's a very sad, typical card too. It's a very mournful card because you're leaving behind the things that you have built, the things you have grown, and the place that you were for a while. So I think, despite the efforts that you put into the past in regards to a relationship that you wanted to reunite, something reunited in, I think there's a period in your life right now where you're just realizing it's time to move on from that. Or what could have happened here is that the Seven of Pentacles could be that you may have been having doubts about a connection of reunion of some sort, or a connection within, some deep connection or something like that. Because the Six of Cups is the past, but there's two people in the past. It's talking about, a soulmate connection. Now, this could be someone that you know, or this could be, like I said, but I really feel like it's a connection now. And I think you guys could be, traveling to meet this person, because, like, in the past you have the Three of Cups. Let me see. Nah. No. Yeah. No. Man, shoot. So, okay. You were trying to figure out exactly if the relationship was worth rekindling in the past. It was something in the past that made you happy, that gave you that support. But now you're transitioning, because you're transitioning from a place where there was really nothing left for you anymore to a place where is more solid. Oh, man. I think you had to go through some difficult stuff. Something that was very difficult. But the fact that you're making this transition shows that you are ready to kind of embrace what is new and let go of what is no more. Okay? The Ten of Swords talks about things that are over, right? Things that are no longer working. So that automatically puts me in a position to say, for the part of your reading being the Ten of Swords and crossed by the Queen of Pentacles, you're starting somewhere that you can build security and stability. I think something kind of happened to where you're kind of questioning who and where and what makes you feel good and centered. And I think that what you were working towards was a friendship that you thought could be a friendship or a love that could be rekindled. But you're noticing that it's just straight up no. It's a straight up, like, what's done is done. Or that you learned something very, very, very very crucial in this process. That you know, that either your support network is possibly just not as you thought it was, and you're having to, I mean, you maybe even feel a bit betrayed right now, because you were working hard and you're, you know, you had your doubts, and honestly they look like they were coming true a little bit. And I'm probably exaggerating with a little bit. Yeah, okay. See, you are moving to a place of a little bit more commitment. And you are moving to a place where you can at least say, hey, I'm here now. I've gotten to where I needed to be. Unfortunately, with everything that's happened, at least I can take what I know and what I've experienced with me to be able to, you know, make a better place for myself, or better, you know, life for myself somewhere else. So that's what I'm kind of getting with the Four of Wands. Okay, so I'm sorry, y'all, as far as what's going on. Ten of Swords is not an easy energy to go through, but you guys are coming to be a little bit, you're trying to figure out exactly what makes you stable, and you have to look at your you know, your boundaries, because that's what you need. Okay, you need your, you know, the insight of what makes you stable, what makes you calm, to be able to make that move to be more stable, to be like, hey, I want to reach a point where I can at least say, all right, this is where I can really start to take off. Because right now you ain't. You're in a process. You're moving, and not moving. You guys could be literally moving away, or y'all moving from a place in your life where it just was not growing. Okay, so the future looks a little bit more promising, though. Y'all have the Tower. This is exciting because at least it shows that there's something shaking up. There's something coming that you are not seeing, or you can't see, and it's going to be unexpected. So what is this that's coming up? Hopefully it's just bringing something good, right? This is something unexpected. Perhaps your efforts will, I mean, come on, the Six of Wands, right? The underlying energy is about, you know, success through your own efforts. If you put the work that you need to make yourself more stable, the unexpected surprise, the unexpected reward from all the efforts that you put in, and the Seven of Pentacles will happen in the future, I feel. Let me see what's going on in the future. What can you tell us about this Tower business? Two Pentacles. So there's a lot of practical stuff that you need to balance out to get here. Like, you're having to, like I said, you know, figure out what works for you. Figure out the practical. What makes you feel secure in yourself. Okay? And I don't honestly think that, like, ignoring your emotions is what's going to do it, though. I feel like you have to have your emotions intact with this one, because your crowning energy is the Page of Cups. It's communicating what you need to express or need to say about how you feel. Because that is what's going to really put those boundaries in place. Because when you say it, it's your truth. You guys make it happen. Okay? What else can you tell us about the Tower? Come on. Ooh. I feel like you guys are going to develop a new comfort zone. But it's one that can start from a place where you can begin something new. So, like with the Four of Wands, you move the house, trying to get to a place where you are more stable. You are reaching to a point where you know what's up, you know what you can do, you can move there from it. You might have a situation where you kind of don't want to leave where you are. You develop that, you know, that comfort zone, and you don't really want to move from it. But there's other exciting things out there. You want to pursue those. And despite what you're concentrating on and what you're kind of holding back with your emotions, there is a need for you to kind of get out there and be more active. Okay, you can enjoy this moment fully, but you guys have to kind of step out of your comfort zone. And whatever your comfort zone was, it's broke. It's not really working with you right now. You have to develop a new one. And I think that's where the efforts come in. If you can step out of your comfort zone now, which you are doing, you're kind of transitioning now. You're recognizing what isn't working for you. And you're recognizing that the things that just kind of what you were building towards was faulty. You can at least say that you know what your situation is now. I think that's why the Wands are there. It's not Pentacles, though. That's not Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is something actually concrete. Wands is more of an energy thing. Like, you know where you are energetically. But let's be serious. You're not in a place that's stable right now. You're grieving. You're getting through it right now. You guys got to keep pushing and keep working at it, because this ain't over. It's not over until the tower hits. And then when the tower hits, you got some stuff to fry as well, because there's some, there's some stability and some vulnerability within yourself that you have to allow yourself to kind of, one, understand the value of, and then two, understand that you can have more, but have something amazing, but you just have to trust yourself and trust that you can protect yourself as well, as you go out there in the world. Okay, because the Five of Pentacles that comes, the Four of Pentacles, it goes to the Five of Pentacles. If you see the people that are struggling in that snow, they look hurt up, injured, and tired, but they are determined to get to the bottom of stuff. They're ready to get to wherever they need to get to get, the financial balance. Okay, they just have to acknowledge that something was wrong in the first place, and I think that's that point. You have to step out of your element, and that's what the unexpected thing's gonna happen. It's gonna take you out of your element. It's gonna rip you right out of your comfort zone, but it's gonna also show you something new and exciting. It's gonna bring you that inspiration that you need, and it's also going to have you balancing out and figuring out what you need practically within yourself and your life to really make that truly stable. And it's one that you have to address your emotions with. Keeping it in, balancing all those, it's not gonna, you can distract yourself all you want to, y'all, but what good is that gonna do? You gotta express yourself, okay? And how you do that will bring, you doing that period will get you to what you want. It will get you that sense of a security. It's to understand your boundaries and what you need to do for yourself to get to a place where you feel comfortable again. Okay? So, Page of Cups. Express yourself. Express how you feel. It's time to be open. If something ain't working, it ain't working. The Ten of Swords is a very difficult energy. Very difficult energy. But if you don't say anything, if you don't express yourself, if you don't see everything as it's happening, how are you going to be able to make that stuff balance out for you? You're trying to get to the Four of Wands, but you really want is someplace stable. You want to have that you want to have reach that place where you can say, okay, this is my solid point. You want to reach there, and if you have to do that by understanding where you are emotionally. Okay. So I feel like what's unexpected is going to happen because you're going to be so tight that you can't see what you need to address. Okay? You have to express yourself, y'all. Now, back to what I was saying about enjoying this moment fully. Now, this is not a time to enjoy anything. I mean, I can't say that this is something you guys may want this. I don't know, but I just how everything looks right now, strength, Ten of Swords, Six of Swords, no. This isn't necessarily having to say enjoy the moment fully. I think it's really just saying to understand and be in the moment more, and you will attract romantic love. You can attract romantic love by addressing what is going on with your life, because when you address it, you see it for what it is, and you are aware of how you feel. You'll bring in, I think you'll be able to understand and figure out what you want. And with that energy of what you want in your heart, it'll bring in what you want. Okay? Law of attraction. So remember that, okay? Focus on things. Focus on what's going on. See what you need to see in the situation. Okay? If something ain't working for you, if something is not what you expected it to be, then, heck, fine, bye. Don't shut your emotions out. Don't be robotic. Aquarius, you have these emotions. They're weird, I know. But they can help you so much. Okay? Your wisdom of the oracle, y'all. Y'all have chaos and conflict. So chaos and conflict is pretty much when crap hits the fan, things get crazy. But the only way for there to be the right stuff, so in order for the situation to really work in the way they should, is with the conflict, okay? So sometimes things just kind of have to be a little crazy. Some things just kind of have to go nuts in order for it to settle. So right now, you guys are not dealing with a situation that's very, you don't want to deal with this. Nobody wants to deal with it. It's something unenjoyable. But with you understanding why the conflict is there, while you're doing this transition, because that's obviously what it is. You have movement right now. Chaos is movement. It's forcing change. And as this change happens, you're going to realize and understand what you want and what you need more. So, despite everything not being as happy and wonderful as you want it to be, it's okay, because at least you are seeing what you need now. At least you're seeing what is clear. Like the Ten of Swords, despite how painful it is absolutely clear. It's the absolute truth. It's the rawness of the truth to the core. So use that, guys. Use that to the best of your ability. Use that to your advantage. And don't let chaos clam you all up, because it won't work. It'll just make the search for stability and finding that, groundedness within yourself a lot more difficult than you think. Alright, Aquarius. This has been your reading. I know it's been tough. You'll be alright. Everybody's going through something. Capricorn going through stuff. Everybody's going through stuff. Okay? So, I will see you guys in the middle of November. I love y'all. Good luck. I hope this reading I hope honestly did. But if it did, at least you got some information. And I hope you did get some sort of advice from all of this. Okay? You got some advice. You got some sort of guidance. You got some way to navigate through this craziness. Okay? And remember, you are strong. You got this. You just have to address your emotions. You have to see what's going on in those, but behind those closed doors in regards to yourself. Okay? And that'll make you understand what truly makes you comfortable and what's not. All right, y'all. I'm done. I'm gonna let y'all go. All right, y'all. Love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye, y'all.